She just said whatever's on her mind. It
3
is what
times.
it is. And the reason why women are able to do that, be emotional and just say what's on their mind, is because, let's be honest here, you're not going to punch a woman in the face for talking shit. But if a man does, he will get punched in the face, which is why men have to operate in reality and control their emotions more than women do. There's not much physical consequence to women for being emotional. You can cry, act bitch, rude, blame it on your period, blame it on the sun and the moon. Sorry, I'm a Gemini. Imagine if I walked around telling people, fuck class, sorry, it's my period, I'm on my Gemini. No, we give women a bunch of excuses to behave certain ways. And I would argue women have less emotional intelligence than men because women aren't faced with consequences for not having emotional
intelligence. You're the perfect example of a girl that's never been checked by a man before. You've never had to really face consequences for your action.
She's 19.
Exactly. She hasn't been checked before. She gets to run over guys because you're 19, you're going to get a lot of attention.
Yeah, you can. I'm not even 19. How old are you? I'm 21.
That's
you got to get out then.
Look, you're kissing and meowing and you're making no sense. And then you feel confident in doing that and sounding like a retard because you never had
That's
to.
what you think, though.
No,
you think kissing.
Who cares what you think, though?
You are a retard.
No matter what I think.
Retard. I'm telling you right now, you are a retard.
Shit, sniper.
Chat knows that shit. You on camera, you look very stupid.
Right. But kissing and meowing, like objective, if you're going to talk about emotional intelligence and knowledge of intelligence, that's a really stupid way of communicating.
Well, I mean,
objectively.
Here's the thing, without name calling or anything like that. I mean, she gave 2 definitions. She gave the definition that women are more emotionally intelligent because they can controlling emotions, and then empathy. And I just debunked that I would argue women don't have empathy for men, but men have empathy for women to a degree. And I would argue also that men have more emotional intelligence because they have to by nature of society.
Can you debunk self-awareness? Because I feel like we have more self-awareness than men.
Okay. Can you give me a little bit of context here so I understand what you're speaking about?
We are more in tune with our emotions, so we know what we're feeling. And
no, you don't. You don't even know that your best friend's trying to fuck you. You guys can't sense shit.
I don't have a guy best friend because I know that.
Well, you've had many, and you're like, he just wants to be my friend and go to brunch. Myron, when's the last time you cried for no reason, Myron?
Oh,
we men don't cry for no reason. Every girlfriend I've ever had, I'm like, babe, what's wrong? She's like, I don't know. It's fucking retarded, emotional retard.
We let ourselves feel our feelings. You guys don't let yourself feel our feelings.
Now you're bleeding. That's not feelings. You're bleeding.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I just think it has to do with how you were
women
raised.
have more awareness. Are you speaking about
we're more in tune with our feelings, so we're aware
No, that's
of how
letting
we
your
feel, why
emotions
we
control
act.
you, and that's the opposite of emotional intelligence, which doesn't even exist, by the way. It's a fake definition. It's modern, made up. But you just crying for no reason and being in tune with your emotions, you're letting your emotions control you, and therefore you're not emotionally intelligent at all.
I feel like if you're angry and you need to let it out, it's better to punch a pillow and let out your feelings than it is to let it out in public.
Don't punch the pillow. That's your problem. Don't ever punch the pillow. That's your boyfriend, you single girl.
That is a healthy way to let out your emotion instead of bottling it up. I feel like we're more in tune with our emotion and let it out in healthy ways instead of men who bottle it up and then end up projecting it or snapping at people or whatever it is.
Because I think there's better ways to let out your emotion than just lashing out in front of and just.
That's why I'm saying you go in your room and you punch a pillow. Like
I know,
that's
my
a better
love,
way.
but let's say you live with your boyfriend. You let it out on your boyfriend.
That's what you're not supposed to do.
Why?
Okay, but we're saying
I'm sorry.
Sorry, the majority of women when they're in a relationship. When they don't live with just their pillow, they let it out on the man.
I guess
so. That's what they're trying to say. Like the majority of which is true. What y'all bitches when y'all get cheated on? But y'all gotta know. I mean, understand the male species, and y'all have to control your emotions. If you're really in love with the guy, every guy cheats at the end of the day, rich or poor, whatever. He's still gonna cheat. So you guys have to start controlling your emotions.
I would say that women have more social awareness. They could walk into a room and kind of pick up the mood. Like, okay, this chick is single. This girl's trying to find a guy. This dude is weird. I think that women are way better at detecting. Well, you use vibes. I say social calibration.
Okay.
And being able to detect what the fuck is going on. But in reality, I would say, who has more control of their emotions? The person that has to let it out, or else they're a victim of their emotions, or the person that can control it, let it subside, and whatever. Because here's the thing with emotions, guys.
Well, yeah, but I think both are healthy ways of coping.
Emotions. Emotions are temporary, ladies.
Yes.
They're temporary. So if it's temporary, why are you going to go ahead and try to make a permanent solution to a temporary problem?
Exactly.
Emotions change all the time. So as a man, it's your job to control your emotions, let it subside, and then use that. Or if you can't get rid of it, you go to the gym, you train, maybe you manifest in some positive way. But I would argue men need to be able to control their emotions. Only women are given the privilege to be emotional without getting made fun of or insulted.
Also, before this gay 40-year progressive experiment from the sexual revolution, every intellectual from Plato to Arthur Schopenhauer who inspired Nietzsche all agreed, all the geniuses that you study in Harvard, they all agreed that a woman's mind is very similar to a child. Google it if I'm lying. Google it. Don't laugh. Google it.
You guys might get offended because I know that after what he said, y'all are all gonna be but the thing is, it even says I don't know if y'all believe in the Bible, but it even says in the Bible the woman Eve was the one that convinced Adam to do what he did. So we might be emotional and all, but we do have a power over men sometimes, because men at the end of the day are suckers. They might act masculine and stuff, but at the end of the day, a woman can affect a man's what's that shit called?
Decisions.
Exactly.
Stupid.
Of course. So we are.
Also,
if you are in a relationship, your job is to provide peace. That's it.
Oh, this bitch watches the show. Holy fuck.
No,
nice.
even before the show, I thought like this. I know what's up.
Okay, provide some peace. Just take a break. For thousands of years, thousands of years, mankind suppressed female sexuality, right? The one time we liberated from the Bible, God's law, highest despair, anxiety, depression, as purchasing power increased. You guys got rich and you're the most depressed you've ever been. You have the IQ of a child. Get over it.
Yeah, and that's really that's extremely emotionally unintelligent to not be able to process what's going on, see the best thing you could do, and decide to punch a pillow. He's right. It is diagnosis that women think like children. If you're out here punching a pillow at 25 because you can't think straight for a second, you're not emotionally intelligent.
If you're mad, instead of going to the gym.
Don't go to the gym. Don't go out. Don't yell at your boyfriend. Suck his dick. Sublimate that energy. Channel it into dick. Going
to the gym and punching a pillow
is actually getting something done.
Why?
The gym, you're accomplishing something. You're overcoming adversity. You're building
doing
character.
something for yourself.
Punching the pillow
is letting out your emotion.
But that doesn't. They're not the same.
It doesn't do anything.
But it's not giving you.
You're not getting
It's
anything
giving
done.
you release. Is what it's doing. They're both doing.
Are you getting hotter with it? No. So it's preferably to make yourself better in some way, either training your mind or your body.
Okay, well, if I happen to be very angry and I'm at the gym, obviously I'm going to use the gym, but I'm not going to bottle up my feelings for 10 minutes while I'm driving angry, which is dangerous, to the gym to then let it out at the gym.
You're going to go home, punch your pillow, and then what's next?
And then I'll feel better.
Or if you're driving, you go and get Botox.
Or you control your emotions. Think about it logically, and you feel better.
You either meditate or you punch a pillow. Whichever one you gotta let it out.
Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead and adopt your mindset of like punching a pillow or whatever.
Okay.
When guys get angry and punch things,
walls.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
But that's a wall.
That's a problem though.
That's bad.
That's a problem. Like,
that shows you can't control your emotions.
This is what I mean when I say that when women can't control their emotions, we kind of laugh and accept it. But when men can't control their emotions, problems.
No, that wall sometimes deserves it. Don't attack me now. Sometimes I punch walls. Don't call the cops, you liberal white woman. I'm tired of dating them. I punch one wall and they'll call the cops.
If you want
like I'll turn on them. I never touch a woman. All right, go to jail for your ugly ass.
If you want to punch a wall in the privacy of your own home while you're angry, go for it. But obviously, like, if you're in the presence of a woman, you have to admit that's going to
listen to me. Your man wants sex and peace and quiet. If you're angry, suck his dick. And then, since 90% of human communication is nonverbal, so after he nuts in your throat, shut the fuck for 48 hours. 48 hours, and he'll never leave you.
Yeah.
And you think this is comedy? This is life-changing advice for you.
True.
You're funny.
Go to the gym. Go get Botox. Don't do that shit in front of your boyfriend. Don't punch the pillow.
What does that have to do with punching a pillow?
Because some girls don't like going to the gym. So if you don't like going to the gym and you're driving, you go use this money to get Botox.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying get Botox when you're angry?
Yeah, like if you don't like going to the gym, you can go.
What are you talking about?
Get needles or some type of shit.
That's how people go. That's how people go trans. Don't listen to her.
That was the dumbest thing that I've heard on the show.
A facial. a facial.
Why don't you go to the bathroom for a second? Don't you have to go
I
pee?
have to pee.
Yeah, please go.
All right.
Please go.
What the hell was
Right,
going on
but this is the common argument. If you listen to women, they think that men need to cry more to be like them. But if you listen to them, society's going to crumble. If we have a bunch of crying men who are punching pillows and walls, everything is going to collapse. Who's going to be fixing the roads? Who's going to be fixing your toilet when it's fucked up? A guy who can't even control his emotions, who needs to take a break and punch it, or somebody that can process it? You think about being emotionally intelligent is crying. Stupid.
Also, young men listening, the day
I feel like
just
way of processing is crying.
I feel like doing any of that stuff doesn't better yourself.
Men are trash. Then we asked her why men are trash, and then she said it's because men lack emotional intelligence. I asked her, can you define emotional intelligence? She argued that it's the ability to control your emotions and having empathy. Then we debunked that already. That women honestly don't necessarily control their emotions and have consequences for not doing so. And then men, I would say, have more empathy than women do because we have to understand women to attract them versus women don't have to understand men to attract them.
I think everyone just needs to go to therapy and that's it.
Stupid.
I already go to therapy.
Like very dumb.
think
Clearly therapy hasn't worked for you because you know what emotional intelligence is right now? You saying shut the up and meowing and kissing in the microphone. Obviously, that would upset a lot of people.
Why are you so upset about that?
I know. I was the one who said
Why
I went to therapy,
Why are we
not her.
still talking about that?
Because it's something that just happened. It's a good example. Obviously, you want me to be upset, or you think that I'm going to be upset by that.
Not at all.
The more emotionally intelligent thing is to just be like, okay, you think what you think.
But
I'm
you're
not going
just
to let you
assuming.
emotionally
I
affect
never
me.
said that, and I never.
You did say that.
I mean,
Guys
she seems
are
more
around
emotionally
emotional
affected than
one
honest.
ovary at a time. This is getting way too much.
You guys are talking about controlling your emotions, but you're upset when I say men are trash. If you can control your emotions, you wouldn't even be bothered by someone saying that.
No,
men are
nobody's
trash.
upset about that.
I just simply asked you a question can you define what it is? I would say not emotional at all. I'm having a rational conversation with you and I'm challenging your views.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
didn't say
emotional.
that. I didn't say that you
Yes,
were being
you did.
emotional.
I think she was
What?
saying she
When did
was
I say
being
that
more
you were being
emotional?
Okay, so you're specifying you as being emotional?
Mhm.
Yeah, I said, how are you going to talk about
Because he brought it up.
controlling your emotions when we're
Wouldn't
upset
it be fair
about
to
me
say
saying
that you were fairly disrespectful by saying shut the fuck up and kissing at him and doing these things?
She's
and
a
he controls his
furry.
I mean,
emotions?
I would take
why-
accountability for that.
Why
a little
not?
bit.
Yeah, like he didn't
I'm
negatively
sorry that my
react.
meowing offended you. I'm really
No,
upset.
no, it
I
didn't. That's the
apologize.
key. That's the
That's
point.
the whole point.
It didn't. He didn't do anything to you to react to it. He's calling you out on it. That's not emotional to call you out. But that proves my point.
But
that
if
women
you're
are
calling
allowed.
someone out, then doesn't that mean that you're offended or hurt by it?
No,
I think
but
it's
no,
just fine. He
that's-
had a
no.
different opinion from you. Not that
make
he
sure
was
you're taking
offended by
accountability
it.
for it.
Calling something out isn't necessarily emotional. I would say that's just holding you accountable for you making a bad emotional decision. But that's this entire exchange. I don't know if y'all ladies.
But you're basing
understand.
that off emotion.
You not
That
understand.
didn't even mean anything.
You literally proved my point that women can act in an erratic, emotional fashion and not deal with consequences. You disrespected him. He didn't
By
necessarily
meowing.
react to you. It was disrespectful, but he didn't react to you
meowing.
emotionally. However, if you were a man and did that, there would be consequences, possibly of physicality.
I honestly did not think it was that big of a deal at all.
No, it's not a big deal. He's making a point, you fucking furry retard. He's making a point.
Wait,
I
John.
genuinely.
No, I gotta bark. I gotta bark. She meowed, I gotta bark.
Why? Because you're learning the quality of the podcast,
young.
right? So
Wait, I can't hear you.
when you're making all these random ass barking and meowing, you learn the quality of the podcast, right? It's a high IQ conversation. If you're doing, you look stupid on camera in front of 20,000 people, right? So that's what we're saying.
I
right?
meowed once.
Well,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
once was enough. Okay,
honestly,
once was
I do
enough.
apologize.
Was it necessary or
Do
not?
you not
No,
see?
maybe-
Hold on. Do you
maybe
not
it
see the
was
bigger
not
picture? Hold
necessary.
on. Let's make this extremely simple. Do you not see the bigger picture? That
Yes.
you overtly disrespected him, you called him a name, and then you taunted him, and he exercised emotional intelligence by not reacting to you in an emotional way. Rather, he rationally and calm you called you out on your behavior. I would argue that is the highest level of emotional intelligence because you acted unemotionally intelligent because you went ahead and reacted emotionally. Then he reacted rationally, said, well, that's really disrespectful, and called you out on it.
Stoic.
Now, to apologize
Like,
for meowing, Sneako's gonna kill the pussy 9 times.
Absolutely
Let's
not.
go.
Absolutely not.
So, I mean,
And that's
do you
also
see my point. Hold on, I want to give her a chance. Do you not see what I mean by
No,
that?
I understand. Actually, I like hearing your guys' perspective and like
So we're
what
not
you guys
trying.
have to say.
Okay, that's
What?
fine. Sneeko, you had something?
Said art.
Yeah, I mean that's a good example of how women think they're empathetic and they're understanding of men, but clearly you're not if you think that that's a respectful manner to act towards somebody you've never met before.
I
didn't mean
And you know what's funny?
We are
You know what's really, really funny?
What?
I genuinely
She
didn't.
wouldn't have done that to another woman.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah,
have.
I would. I love meowing.
Especially a black girl.
Yeah, no, it was cute.
You don't know?
I did not mean to offend anyone by a
If you were
meow.
having, hold on. If
Okay,
you were
see,
having a
and-
debate with another female and you meowed and kissed at her and taunted her like that,
Shit, whoop
you
your
would
ass.
not do that because there would potentially be some kind of physical consequence. Just like a man would
Not
not
at
do
all.
that. A man would not do that to another man because there's a potential of physical
LaShawn Devil will
consequence.
beat your ass.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Women are able to get away with taunting and disrespecting men because men are expected to be the ones that have emotional intelligence, the same thing that you argued that they don't have.
Well, your friend right here shows that he doesn't have emotional
At all.
intelligence.
At all.
He been
Just men
barking, cussing.
She's my, hey, no,
At this point,
that's my
y'all-
doggy style signal. Let's
And
go.
y'all, at this point, y'all should know that men age. We age faster. Y'all know this.
We?
right?
Where's the trans?
No, women.
But you
Us-
said that we had a mind of a child, but we age faster.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't say we have a mind of a child. Eso son
No,
ellos.
it's-
Yo no he dicho eso.
No. Plato, Aristotle, Napoleon, Arthur Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, all the people you study in Harvard said
But-
you have a mind of a child.
but
I
you-
think you guys are on my
but
level.
you
I think you guys are on my level. I
But our
actually do.
brains age faster, though.
But from women to women, y'all know that us as women, we mature faster. Correct?
Oh, but
Okay.
we think
So
like a
y'all should
child.
already know that they're they be immature. So y'all already have to know this.
So you have to.
So if you guys are
guide
emotional,
down,
we have
yeah.
these
So we think
hormones
like
and
a
shit.
child. How can we know?
I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
Bro, have you when you
agree
when
with
you
them all
bitches
night.
are-
They said that
when you
because
bitches all right, I
because
got
we know.
But that's
babe, take
that's
five,
contradiction. Contradict yourself. If we,
I haven't said shit.
Oh,
You've been
I
talking.
said-
no, you've been talking,
You're
girl.
chatting.
But I ain't said that we think
You
like
said
a
we
child.
was
Why don't you take some notes for a second?
No, yo no necesito ni nota ni nada. Yo necesito nota
Yeah,
because I know what I'm saying.
shit.
But y'all know, from women to women, we know that we're more mature than men. They ain't gonna act up because they're immature. But y'all, but that's exactly why we need to
Okay.
control our emotions and understand.
And
Okay,
when you
papi.
said that you can't
Está
believe
bien.
what a
What are you
female says, I believe you because I can't believe nothing that
Hold
you
on,
we
said.
gotta be like, okay, papi, tú tienes
Bro,
razón.
I'm
what are you
confused.
saying?
I'm confused.
Bro, she's
I'm
just
confused.
raising
So
her
that's the magic of it. You
You
ain't
want
even
us
know.
to play
twist.
dumb?
This bitch got the best blow on earth. We don't know what you're saying, but you're winning. You're winning the argument.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
What are you talking about?
This is a
talking
full-on
about nothing.
Latina. Where are you from? This is the most Latina woman on earth. Sit down, take
She
a
just
break.
wants to look at herself. in
We're
a
not here to
reflection.
listen to you, okay?
Okay,
really
we
dumb.
gonna move on back here.
but y'all got the point, right?
No, nobody got
No,
the
that
point.
point.
The one
They
thing you
got
said,
it.
hold on,
What
Fresh,
was
hold
the
on.
point?
The
They
point
got
she
it.
make, she said that women are more mature than men. That was the one thing she said.
Low key, but we're more emotional.
Okay, those two
I
things
think
don't
she was
correlate.
saying.
They
I think
don't
what
go
she was.
together.
I think what she was trying to say is that our brains mature faster than male brains.
I want to figure out from her, what do you think makes you more mature than me? We're the same age.
I never said that I'm more mature than specifically you.
She was
Okay,
generalizing.
then the general
But-
man, what
but
makes you more
normally,
mature?
women,
Explain one thing that makes you more mature than the average guy.
me in general, I'm different. I'm not even from this earth type shit. I'm
we
just
can
saying
see
in
that.
general,
We can see
the
that.
women
Okay.
species.
Okay,
I'm
then
just
name
giving
one
my high
thing.
spot.
Name one thing that makes women more mature than men.
What about her in specific?
When we turn 18, we've been maturing more faster
Yeah, but the
than men.
problem is you guys cap it with your maturity has a capacity to almost like an adult teenager. You don't ever have a fully adult brain, right? You guys actually
Because bitch emotional.
women piss away 3-year marriages for some DJ Khaled who ditches them. Women date murderers and fuck criminals from prison.
Like me.
We don't do that. We're not going to ditch a 3-year marriage for some fuck.
Oh no.
So say one thing.
That's cap because it's happened.
Sure. Say one thing
yeah, I
that makes
feel like
women
that's
more
cap.
mature than men.
Mentally, they
They
mature
think with their
faster.
dick.
You just keep saying that they
That's
mature
they
faster.
Think with their dick.
No, I'm asking her.
And
What's
no tiene
one
nada que
thing?
ver con dicks. We're talking about brains.
So
right here.
say one thing.
Normally, let's take high school. Normally, the women go through puberty faster, according to statistics.
You keep
I'm
on
talking
saying the same. So
Yo.
I want to
Bro,
start agreeing with
she
her so
don't
I can
say anything,
fuck.
bro.
She's saying nothing.
No.
She's
you
getting-
talk a lot and say
You're killing it. Hey, leave her alone. She's killing. She's fucking.
No,
crushing it.
okay.
Keep going.
Okay, men mature faster than women.
Oh
Yeah.
That's a
Tú tienes
curveball.
razón. ¿Cuál fue la que dijo que Aaron?
I said women.
You
Like our brains mature faster than
So you're
men.
saying no.
Sit down.
I said
Sit down,
women,
sit down, sit down.
women mature faster than men.
So
Like
but
our
sit.
brains.
So you're saying yes.
Siéntate.
Okay,
you're agreeing.
this
Yes.
is killing my brain cells. Let's move on.
But you know I'm right.
It's a chat here,
You're
bro.
right about
Yeah.
what? You've said absolutely nothing, but you're
Holy.
talking the most.
We
Because
got-
women mature faster than men. That's a
For
fact.
maternity
watching.
purposes.
Myron, you
Sova.
missed it. She's having psychic revelations. She's a genius, bro. You missed it. She's been spitting and cooking, and honestly, you're fucking killing it. We're going on a date, you.
we got